Welcome back. Today we're looking at detoxifying every aspect of our lives, from our livers through Dry July to our minds, homes and garbage bins.
And we aren't great when it comes to generating waste dust, but we are good at recycling. So in the last 20 years, we've gone from recycling around 15% of household waste to 95%, which is pretty good.
Pretty good effort. One of the big problems I think though is that we can all face is when can we recycle and what can we recycle? And Vanessa, welcome to you. I bet you've got an app that can help us with exactly that question.
Exactly. Well, there's actually a website called Tech Collect, which is brilliant for all those computers and peripherals that you have around the house. We know that they don't last forever, and when they come to end of life, there's a lot of precious metals and things inside there, and they're cased in a lot of plastic, so people get concerned about how to recycle them properly. You can look up Tech Collect and it will tell you exactly what you need to do, and they'll process your electronics for free.
What about specialty items like electronics, like phones, mattresses?
Things like phones, you can go to Mobile Muster, but you can go to Recycle Smart in general if you have all sorts of things. It's a partnership with Planet Ark, and they'll let you look up your local council's requirements and how they'll help you deal with things. You can sync into the local calendar and you'll never miss a collection point again, and you can look up exceptional items.
Vanessa, I've got to ask, there's things like hard drives and memory sticks that we're going to want to protect our data. What do we do in that regard?
Look, lots of people have different approaches to that. There are people who like the drill bit through the hard drive. Wear some protective eyewear if you're going to take that approach. Some people like the magnets over the hard drive.
To wipe that, there's no risk, nothing's happening.
Bash it with a hammer.
Oh, hello.
You know, a little bit of stress control. That's exactly it.
Now, you mentioned something that you could also tap into councils. Are councils actually getting on board and encouraging communities to do this?
Councils are increasingly finding ways to deal with different sorts of trash rather than just having your recycling and your regular trash. They're looking into green waste, they're looking into decreasing the sizes of trash containers that we have. You've seen those transparent bins, I'm sure. So there's all sorts of approaches they've got, and often you can look for local composting solutions too if you don't have a garden yourself.
What's going on with these transparent bins? I'm yet to see one.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Well, the idea is, I think, a bit of accountability for your waste. So if you've got a clear bin and you're not recycling properly, then people are going to... It's a bit exposing,
a bit confronting.
Yeah, well, my council only does the red bin every second week now to try to make sure that you utilise your other two bins correctly.
I think that's a really great initiative.
Yeah.
Hey, Vanessa, what about the confusion about how you separate your rubbish? Because 6 in my house, 4 kids, and you're always going, hey, that one's got to go in recycling, that one into general. How can you help with that?
Once again, I think Recycle Smart is the site to go to for that, because it's always changing and we're always learning more.
Thanks, Vanessa. Endless discussion, that one. I'm sure we're going to come back to it on the House of Wellness. A big target to hit zero waste. Plenty more still to come right here on the House of Wellness.